That's right, baby. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Barry Jordan. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. And Barry Jordan's beautiful girl that's coming next week. Who she is, what she's capable of, and what her real life job is. So we're going to give Barry Jordan, the great, a big shout out for his abilities that go far beyond that of normal men, and his soon to be temporary living partner, who is in real life, listen to this, she is in real life a ballet dancer and an up and coming acrobat. But more than that, she is a music aficionado going back into the 80s. And what Barry Jordan, a man who is bigger than life, what Barry Jordan is a luckiest man on YouTube, because this ballet dancer slash up and coming acrobat slash music aficionado is coming with a record player and her original Barry White lovemaking videos. But more than that, the woman is also bringing lighting that she is borrowing from her stage acrobatic things that she does on stage. And she's going to put up a silk screen in the bedroom of the great and larger than life Barry Jordan. And then put backlighting on the behind them and show you what kind of acrobatics she can do. So we're giving Barry Jordan, he's the man. He's the man of the day, the man of the week, the man of the month. And we congratulate Barry Jordan on his acrobatic girlfriend and her potential to put up a silk screen and backlighting so she can show the world how it's done, how the deed is performed by a real man, a larger-than-life man, a.k.a. Barry Jordan. Big shout-out for Barry Jordan. And now we got that out of the way, so Barry didn't have to listen to the rest of my boring video. We're going to go into my carnivore diet for a few minutes. And what we're going to do now is, first of all, we're going to talk about how the carnivore diet is working. Now, you've heard stories by a lesser man. We'll say he's a lesser man. You've heard stories by a lesser man saying that I haven't lost weight. How does he know? His brain is coddled. His brain is coddled because of, I could name the various substances that will coddle your brain, but I won't, because some of it could be proven and some of it couldn't be proven, but you just leave it to your imagination that this creep on YouTube, this creep, we'll call him the creeper on YouTube, or a soy boy. I don't want to get involved with 200 comments about this. I like to do my own show, so thank you for the soy boy comment, and let me finish my theories. Otherwise, don't want to ignore you, but I probably won't get involved. You're sidetracking me. I appreciate your input, but when you sidetrack me, it doesn't do anything for my concentration. So we could get involved with what will coddle your mind and how his mind has been coddled. The creepers on YouTube. And to prove that, the creepers on YouTube for many years have said that I know nothing about carpentry, and yet last week, Friday, I showed you dozens of pictures of about $1 million worth of decks I built in the 1980s. Now, Not only that, but I've had comments from contractors about those decks stating they've never seen such craftsmanship on pressure treated decks or cedar or hardwood decks. They've never seen such craftsmanship. So I proved all of you worthless creepers on YouTube that I not only do I have carpentry skills, but my carpentry skills supersede anybody else's carpentry skills when it comes to building decks and docks. That's the truth. No one ever won a wager with me as far as the quality of their craftsmanship and my craftsmanship. Now, I can extend that into custom staircases, which, if you remember, was the logos on my Alpha Male channel in the beginning, a beautiful staircase that I did, that the railing itself cost, well, the railing, the door entranceway that I designed all of, and the lighting fixture was in $1980, well over, well, the door was $2,000. The handle was another $700. So we have $3,000 in door and handle hardware. Then the chandelier was $1,500. That's $4,500. Then the oak was another $1,000. That's $5,500. And it took about a month for me to dado out all that lumber with another man, my helper, and varnish it, sand down all the, because this was all done by hand, and a hand planer, you know, like it was an electric planer, but a hand planer. And this was one of the most beautiful pieces of stair art anybody's ever seen in their entire life. And that, my friends, was built for a real wise guy from the real movie Goodfellas. You could take it for what it's worth. That staircase was built for a real wise guy and a real member of what we have come to know as Goodfellas. So you guys can kiss my white tushy if you think that you're a better carpenter than me. Number one. Number two. And as far as the creepers on YouTube, and we're going to get involved with the 007 slob and his sidekick, the sniveling little rat bastard Rich, who is the president and vice president of the LBTQR community. LBT as in Thomas QR community. Those two sniveling bastards we're going to get into in a moment. Now, I digress, where these sniveling bastards, these little woke men, that they believe themselves to be real men, which they're not, and we're going to prove that momentarily. We've already proven it on 3 different occasions. But these so-called woke men who have never proven themselves to do anything man-like other than run their mouths on YouTube, especially the sniveling coward, a.k.a. the slob / coward / liar, and his vice president of the LGBTQR community, the sniveling Rich, who is a sniveling coward who refuses to show his face and show anything that he's ever done in his life. So this show is about defending, or what some creepers on YouTube call rebuttaling, the crap that's posted about me, including that I am not an A&P licensed jet mechanic, which I showed you on Friday. Now that you have an actual documentary of me showing you my FAA airframe and power plant license, you can go look that up and either prove me wrong and prove me to be a liar, or you can take it and stick your theories where the sun doesn't shine, says Jack Thompson. And we're going to get involved with Jack Thompson in a little while. So let me talk about the carnivore diet for a few minutes and how it's working. Okay, so I eat about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds a day of pork. Now, we have a creeper on YouTube, a sniveling creeper. Again, another party that's never proven anything he's ever said. It's just more, his proof is that he says it, and then he reiterates the same thing several more times, and then it becomes fact in his mind. Then he makes a video/audio file of it being a fact, and then somebody else will pick it up, like the sniveling Richie, coward punk that makes videos, funny videos about me, or he thinks they're funny. The sniveling little Richie makes a video about it after the creeper, the sniveling creeper, makes it factual in his mind and repeats it 100 times. Then the sniveling Richie, coward/vice president of the LBT as in Thomas QR community, picks it up, makes a video as a factual video 5 months or 6 months after the non-facts of what he posts in the videos, and it becomes real to the sniveling creeper of YouTube. So let us talk about the sniveling creeper of YouTube and what Jack Thompson has to say. After we talk about the carnivore diet, which I'm having a piece of broiled, 1.5 pounds of broiled pork. Oh, yeah. The sniveling creeper is now an expert on oh so many things, including that pork, being the other white meat, is a failed 1980s commercial advertisement to eat more pork. That was one of the most successful campaigns in the world when it came to changing what we eat for meat. It was done because of the hog farm and hog industry was lacking, the same way eating fish on Friday became mandatory from the church because the fishermen gave more money to the church than the farmers. So they said eat fish on Friday so the fishermen have more money. You see, you have been fooled. The wool has been pulled over your eyes by sniveling creepers like 007 slob/coward/liar and the president of the LGT as in Thomas QR community, and the vice president of the LGBTQRSTV community, his low-class sniveling sidekick Rich, who, if you'll notice, both of them have been silent for a week after I proved to you that the sniveling coward /007 slob/coward/liar is a liar, a coward, and a slob. About 10 days ago, completely gone from YouTube as to my knowledge. If he posts it, he puts it up and takes it down. But he'd been called out. He said in a message, he said that he knows someone was following him around and he's a coward. Instead of just walking up to the person he thought was following him around and saying, yo, what's going on? He went offline, off the app, off of YouTube. We'll get to more of the slob 007 slob in a minute. But right now, the diet and the false information about me not losing weight. How does this creeper, this sniveling little coward, says Jack Thompson, how does this sniveling little coward know that I haven't lost weight? Does YouTube have some kind of algorithm that could weigh me by watching my body? I'm sure that exists. I am absolutely sure that the FBI has an algorithm or a program that can give you an almost exact height and weight. I'm sure of that. And by the way, the FBI is watching. Okay, so don't make any mistake about it, punk. You are being monitored. Most of us are being monitored 24/7. So, me personally, I don't give a rat's ass. And the fact, we're going to get more into the sniveling coward who hasn't made a single video of where he lives now or where he used to live, and will never be able to make a video of where he used to live because the husband of the woman he is living with, according to the great Barry Jordan, may have that man arrested. Now, I don't know if that's true. So, disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. But I wouldn't put it past Barry Jordan to be talking to the sniveling coward's ex-girlfriend and or husband of the sniveling coward's so-called concubine or common law wife. That's bullshit, dude. There is no common law wife in the Philippines. So I digress. Back to my carnivore diet. 83 days. I've gone off the diet. This Friday that just passed by eating lettuce and salad dressing on my iceberg lettuce. So I went off the diet, but less than 100 calories. So it doesn't interfere with the ketosis that's going on. Let me open up my, hold on a minute. Let me open up my I had to restart my computer because I had to restart my computer. Okay, now let me open up my channel. I got to open up a couple of things before I open up. It's going to take a moment. My computer, someone said I have to change the settings. If only I knew how to do that. That would be wonderful, but I don't. I have to get to, hold on a minute. I'm not real good with this computer stuff. I forget. I just don't have a memory for a computer. I can remember numbers. I can remember the number of a video or the last 5 digits of a link easier than I can remember the name of the video. Okay, so we're going to page one more page up. There we go. Okay, and then I'll just bring this down so you can't see any of that information. And then another thing YouTube is doing, and I'm going to talk about YouTube in a minute as well. Son of a bitch. They keep sending me son of a bitch. Where is it? Can't get in. It should have popped up on the screen already, the code. They keep sending me a fucking code to get into my own channel after I give them the right password. I don't know where it is. I don't know how to see it. No, I'm not going to get in. You guys are going to just have to... You keep that mother effer guy off my channel, and shit can Asia Unscripted as well. Shit can him as well. He's a troll, and I've seen him on the Slob's channel. Thank you. So I don't know. I don't know where this is. I have no idea how to get. It should have popped up on my screen. This is what I mean. I don't know how to use these devices. Let's see. No, I'm not going to be able to find it. I'll just have to tell you guys to shit can them as they come along. Because I don't really care who you shit can. You could take it upon yourself to shit. All right, we're reconnect. All right, we came in. Usually you push that Google button, it comes in. As you push the button, it pops up on your phone. That's how fast computers really work in real life. So let's go back. Let's go back to my notes. And don't. I'm going to tell you people. You people. You think you can come on here and talk shit about the people who I like. You're not going to talk shit about Barry Jordan. You're not talking shit about Barry Jordan. You're not talking shit about Flywoods or anybody else I like, because this is an alpha male channel. It's not a soy boy channel. It's not a beta male channel. It's an alpha male channel. If you don't have a channel with real alpha male videos on your channel, then I really don't want to hear your damn voice, see your comments, or listen to anything that you have to say. I go to you people's channels when I try to Google them, and you go to a channel and the guy has nothing on his channel at all. You can't come on and critique alpha males if you don't have alpha male videos up on your channel yourself. It's not allowed. So let me get back to the... And I like Barry Jordan, okay? I like him for a lot of different reasons. And I like him because I worked with a guy from Alabama. And I like him because the guy from Alabama and I became good friends. And even though they come from a different culture, and they're from the South and I'm from the North, I got along fine with them because they're pretty upfront, honest guys when it boils down to it. And I'll tell you one more thing about the guys from Alabama. Well, my friend from Alabama, if and when the shit hit the fan, he was right there. Right there, 100%. Okay, now how I know that? Well, I won't tell you because it's already documented, but I won't tell you what day and when it happened. But you people gonna talk shit about people you don't know anything about and their life. The fucking people, the people from down south, Alabama, Mississippi, Arkansas, people like that, you screw with those people, you are in for a world of shit in ways you have no idea. So you're not, I think, in my opinion, they're stand-up guys. And I've seen it in life, in real life, in action. So don't come on my channel and talk shit about people that I like. Or don't come on my channel and talk shit about anybody if you yourself don't have videos up showing us that you're an alpha male. Anybody less than an alpha male is not welcome here. Anybody less than that has videos on a subject, on a topic that I like is not welcome here. Anybody who wants to talk shit about somebody else and their channel was made 6 months ago, has no videos, no subscribers, no content, no playlists, is not welcome here. YouTube agrees with me. If you want to have a say, soy boy, punk, coward, LGBTQR, STUV, president or vice president, you throw some super chat on the line. A lot of super chat. Don't come in with $1, because then I will just dismiss your comment without even reading it. I don't have to answer your comments. I don't have to read your comments. I don't have to think about your comments. You just don't get it, do you? You got that piece of crap blogging from Thailand, the coward /007 the slob /coward/liar, collecting $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Him you give money to, me you don't, that's fine. Stay off my damn channel until you're ready to throw some cash on the line to ask your stupid question. I don't care whether you're his friend, not his friend. I don't care if you even talk shit about him. You're not coming on my channel if you don't have any content worthwhile. So stay off my damn channel. Now, let me get back to my channel, by the way. Let's go find my channel and see what you guys are up to since I haven't, oh, I have meat in the refrigerator, in the toaster oven. Okay, so, let's see, we're going to...
toaster oven.
Okay. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so now let me get to my notes. I think I have my notes open. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we went over Barry. Now, with the diet. The diet is definitely working. I lost, on average, 4.4 kilos, 0.4 pounds of weight every day since I've been on the diet. A little less sometimes, maybe a little more other days, but so far 16 kilos, which amounts to about 35 pounds in 80 days, which is like 0.33 pounds a day. Now, I've gone off the diet. One day I had a slice of bread. One day I had lettuce with salad dressing on it. 2 days. One day I had fried chicken with breadcrumbs on it. But other than that, in 80 days, I haven't had any sweet bread or pan or spaghetti or noodles or anything. So it's working. But we have this coward, and he is a coward, a sniveling coward at that, that says that FAZIO hasn't lost any weight. And he could see it. Or he can't see it. Well, who gives a shit what you could see? You can't tell the truth about anything anyway. And we have 100 so-called Jack Thompson calls you a liar comments coming up real soon, baby. Because that's what this show is about. This show is about to expose YouTube's biggest fraud, says Jack Thompson. So, now that we have Barry accomplished and his great girlfriend that's coming shortly, let's go on to YouTube. YouTube is destroying the minds of everyone on YouTube. Okay? It's not a joke anymore. It's a fact. It's not a joke that YouTube is intentionally destroying people's abilities to focus on, not just focus on today's events, but to actually lower their IQ, so their focal range and ability, their cognizant ability is being diminished daily on purpose. And I'm going to tell you how that is as soon as I get my pork out of the oven, which is about to happen in about. So YouTube is doing a very specific thing on purpose. Aside from that, they are cheating us from our God-given right to have certain movies in high quality. Movies that used to be posted on the internet in 1080 or more, high quality, high definition videos are now posted in some shit definition quality that you can't hear the sound. That's impossible. You can't understand the words even when there's captions. It's impossible because they're destroying your ability to comprehend the words, and they're doing it on purpose. And that's what nobody understands. They're putting videos that they used to have up as high quality videos on YouTube as some shit quality, 420 quality video, and the sound isn't in sync. You can't understand it. You can't understand half the words. You spend half the time watching the movie trying to figure out what they said. You can never figure out what they said. And that's what we're getting on YouTube now. And we're getting movies from 20 years ago that weren't even good then. And that's what we're supposed to enjoy. Although we have an option, we can buy their movies at $8 or rent them for $4 for the day. Okay? Now that might be okay for an American salary, someone earning an American salary, but it's not acceptable in Asia, especially the Philippines, where people only make $8 a day. So who's going to spend a half a day's wages to watch some shit Rambo picture? And I think all those Rambo pictures are basically bullshit. Nobody can do half the stuff in low quality. Well, if you pay $8, you get high quality. They are destroying your mind. Now, on top of that, I got to get this crap off the screen. Okay. Get off my channel. Okay, I'll do it myself. Jack, you got to stay up on this shit. This guy, motherfucker, he is one of the Slav's greatest fucking soybean warriors. Okay, that's it. He's a fucking troll. Okay, thank you. Hey, Creep, the Creep is here? Ah, hey, Creep. What the hell, Jack? Okay, I'll get you off. Okay. I'll hide you personally. So how many, we've already blocked 15 or 20 motherfucker accounts, right? At least. You piece of crap. You're a soybean too. A soy boy too. No videos, no content on your channel. You need a stern talking to. Really. So YouTube is giving us the shit of the shit movies from the early 1980s. Who the hell can watch one of those videos where the only way you could see the movie is what they call a chop video, where they play a little bit, then they back it up 2 minutes, then they go forward a minute, and then back. Who can focus? Who wants to try to focus? It's to confuse you. It's to screw up the way your brain works. It's not for your benefit at all. And YouTube used to put, I know, Jack. I know, you're trying. But your time is coming, Jack. Your time to shine in the sun is about 3 or 4 minutes away. Jack and I made a list this morning of the creep. And what the creep is capable of. And what the creep is not capable of. Which is most things. But, says Jack Thompson. So, by YouTube giving you some shit video with shit quality sound and low quality picture, and then garbling the sound, and then not even giving you closed captions, your mind can't focus. It destroys your ability to focus. It's like listening to loud, really super loud rap music. Okay? Now, if it's good rap music, it's probably, rhythmic and so on and so forth. And probably enjoyable to some degree if you like that kind of music. But if it's that blah, 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 that destroys your brain. Now, if you're listening to Pink Floyd, and you listen to the melodic sounds of Pink Floyd or Yes or something, or Tangerine Dream or Kraus Schultz or Tomita, then that brings your elevation of mind focus upwards. And YouTube and Google and also the world order is now destroying people's interactions between one another. With the masks, I've noticed that no one is talking to anyone in the jeepneys anymore because they require a cloth mask and a face shield. You now between the cloth mask and the face shield, people have stopped talking to one another because add the ambient noise of the Jeep and it's difficult to hear one another. So they simply stop talking to each other. Well, what about that song by Pink Floyd? I know Sabang is here. And then something happened. We learned to talk, communicate. Do you think that was just some odd sentence that Pink Floyd put in the song? Mankind was just like the animals. And then something happened. We learned to talk. That is one of the most classic lines Pink Floyd has ever made and stated, in that nowhere in history does that line have more meaning than now, because the governments of the world in general are demanding that everyone wears facial protection. And with 2 pieces of facial protection on me and 2 pieces of facial protection on someone else, and then plastic between us or a glass wall between us, and then the ambient noise of people talking in the background and music in the background, we can no longer hear what the other person has to say. So we have stopped talking. This is not by accident. This is billions of dollars of research have gone into how can we kill the communication between people. These people on the jeepney in the Philippines, we used to have 40 people inside a jeepney, squeezed in one another with shoulder to shoulder like this. We'd have to hold our bags in our arms, and everybody talked to everybody else. Even to me, they talked to. Even though with my limited understanding of what they were saying, we laughed about something. No longer is that the case. People that get on that know each other say, they wave. They don't say hello anymore. They are taking away our ability to communicate with one another. It's purposeful. Or as the idiot would say, I don't know, he would say it a different way. He gets everything a little wrong because he's an idiot. What can you expect from an idiot? But so they're doing this on purpose. And then the crap they used to give us. Do you remember when you used to get great movies on YouTube? Whole movies, like 100 and an hour and 40 minutes, an hour and 53 minutes, which is about the average movie. Now they cut those movies down to an hour and 12 minutes. They cut out 40 minutes of a movie and then chop it up to where it's not even in order. Who can follow the concept? There's no concept anymore. You just jump from one stage to another. You have no idea how the psychology of YouTube and Google and the world order works. They're doing this shit on purpose, combined with the crap they're putting in the food, combined with the sugar that you people are consuming, and I was once consumed with, add to that the chemicals that they're adding to the water and the atmosphere. They're destroying our cognitive ability to comprehend cognizant thought. It's a fact. I got meat in the I have more meat. Because I have teeth. Oh yeah. That creepy little sniveling little bastard. He's never shown us his real teeth, by the way. He says my teeth are capped. Bullshit. Your teeth aren't capped. You got some rubber. You got some $1.99 rubber cap on your teeth. We all know that. We've seen the video where you smiled and you had no teeth. You have no teeth, dude. You can't say you have teeth if you have no teeth. Either you have teeth Ah, Jack brings up a good point. Where are the pictures of the creep's college graduation or even high school graduation? No such thing. No such thing appears anywhere on the internet. Why? Because we don't believe it. And we want to see proof. The creep wanted to see proof that I was a jet mechanic, and I gave him the proof. The creep wanted to see, said I wasn't a carpenter, and I showed him the proof. The creep wanted to see my teeth, and I showed him the proof. But more than that, the creep has some serious sexual problems, in my opinion. And we'll get involved with that in a minute or so. But let me tell you something. The shit that's going on inside the creep's mind is beyond that of your ability to comprehend the human genome, the human mental genome. The creep has such a low opinion of himself and other people that he is now making up stories that other people don't have certain abilities, or other people are inadequate, as he calls them. So we're going to get involved with that, and we're going to get involved what I'm going to tell the update to the FBI this week. That's going to happen in a minute. So there's going to be an update onto the information that's going out to several agencies on the creep and other people on YouTube for their malicious talk about myself, about my ex-girlfriend Daisy May, and other people's wives and girlfriends. See, the FBI, although the creep doesn't believe it, the FBI is taking a personal interest in this. Oh, I know it sounds crazy, but yeah, the FBI takes a personal interest to online cybercrimes. So, and one of those cybercrimes is, well, we'll get to that in a minute. So let me show you what you can do when you have teeth. See this piece of meat? Watch. Mmm. 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 Well, the creep can't do that. Anyway, I digress. Where is the creep's college diploma? Although, wait. I think he once posted it. I think he did. And it was just, all the shit was just like a C rating or C plus or B minus. Liberal arts, I could have went through that liberal arts course with A pluses right across the board. But anyway, I think he did post that a few years ago. But it wasn't anything spectacular. It was some guy that was just, I don't know, man. He's a fucktographer, right? Do not give the link to the Creeps channel out. Do not give the link to the Creeps channel out. Do not give the link to the Creeps channel out. I don't believe that's Roberto. For 1 fucking minute, do I believe that's Roberto? Roberto would have been on top of this. And no, don't give out the Creeps channel because it would interfere with something else. No, don't give out anybody's personal channel names or links. If you want that information, send me a real email. You have my email. I'll give it to you. It's not going to do you any good right now. But if you want it, if you're the real Roberto, send me an email. I'll give you the information you request. And more. So, no personal information is to be given out on my channel about anybody. Names, channel names, or links. Sorry, Roberto. If that's really you, Haven't talked to you in what, 8 months? Send me an email. I'll send you the information within an hour. So, his college records, and I don't know if they were falsified or not. I wouldn't say they were, but they weren't. I doubt that they were falsified because they sucked. I don't think there was an A plus in the whole thing. But anyway, moving past that, the creep has now, according to Jack Thompson, become an expert on many things. Thank you, Roberto. Yeah, nothing personal, Roberto, but you know how one thing can lead back to another, and I'll be happy to give you an update. I'll even call you if you leave your telephone number, and I have no problem with that. All right, you're welcome, Roberto. Okay, so let me go back to the creep. Okay. Now I told you a long time ago they were going to flood America with members of other countries, and that by the year 2045 was their original date to have America become less than half white. But they've moved up that date, in my opinion. This video is about many things. They've moved up that date by at least 10 years, maybe 15. So 9 years from now, I estimate at the current rate of influx of immigrants that the United States will be less than 50% white. The 2018 consensus says by the year 2045. That's bullshit. That was when only 30,000 people were coming into the country as immigrants each year. Now, that number shot up to 400,000 last month. So, that number is now 13 times what it was in 2018. So, the date of being pushed up to where America becomes 50% Latino and Latin America and Asian specific, denominations. At that point, it's no longer America. And I told you this was going to happen on Obama's watch when they opened up the borders, and they did. But more than that, Obama did something called the North American Trade Agreement, and I said the world would end in 2012 as you know it. To Americans, I said this. And in 2012, the North American Trade Agreement between Mexico and Canada went into effect, nullifying immigration between these three countries. And that's why there are so many immigrants coming in from South and Central America, among other countries, because it was nullified in 2012. They just haven't made you believe it's true yet, but it was ratified and nullified in 2012. The plan has been in effect since 1880. Since 1960, they have modified the plan several times. And in 1991, Bush said it was now complete. The New World Order was going to happen. And you people don't listen. I got to tell you, you people are dumber than rocks, man. I have told you they were going to dumb you down brain-wise for 11 years now. 11 years I've been saying it. And you're not listening. And you got some piece of shit blogger or bloggers or multiple pieces of shit bloggers on other channels saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, when I've been straight up and down telling you for 11 years that the New World Order exists, and the New World Order is going to do what it says it was going to do, including George Bush March 7th proclamation, or selling of America to Rabbi Shearson and the Talmud Jews, and our philosophy of the Talmud Jews. We are no longer controlled by the American Constitution or anything close to the American Constitution. It's there, but it's not, no longer does it have to be applicable. Do you know that right now, you stupid bastards that believe that we still have a Constitution based on 1776 and all that other happy horse shit and the French Declaration of whatever it was, independence, all that happy, that's all gone, man. That's all gone. You now, a practicing Christian, can now be rounded up at the church, brought to an internment camp, and beheaded at the request of Rabbi Shearson's and or his followers. That's legal. Beheaded by guillotine. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. The America was sold to the Talmud Jews in 1991 on March 7th and 8th in 1991 by George Herbert Walker Bush. Anyway, moving past, I told you it was going to happen. It happened. And I made a video about it happening. It happened. I could give you the video. Maybe I will. In fact, I will. Oh, wait a minute. That would mean I'd have to sign into my other account. I'm going to put that on hold. We're going to go into the 100 so-called facts by Jack Thompson about the creepers and sniveling cowards on YouTube. We have to go into Jack Thompson, the philosophy of the Jack Thompson. No, don't give him anything. That is not Roberto. Don't give him a damn thing. I'll get rid of him. Adios. Do not put anybody's channel links up on my show. Nobody's channel links, Roberto, means nobody's channel links. What didn't you understand? You have the ability to email me. You even have the ability to call me up. What did you not understand, Roberto? I don't get it. I don't really believe that you're Roberto, and if you are, you're going against my wishes, and I really don't appreciate that much. And I don't want to be on your damn show. That's not for me. For me to come on your show would mean I'd have to deal with your asshole friend, lying, backstabbing, two-faced piece of shit friend, Dave. And the fact that you still like that piece of shit, the Big Cabin. I don't want to be on your show. I don't want people sniping me from the sidelines. I'll do my own show. Thank you very much. You got all these shit-healing friends that you want to be friends with so that you could build up your channel, and you want me to come on your show and field comments from some shit-healer like Dave or another shit-healer like Big Cabin who is constantly snickering and sniping remarks behind my back, and you want me to be on my show? I would say it's a setup. Do not send him anything. Thank you. Son of a bitch. Don't send anybody any links, and then he asks for a new link. I gotta tell you, boy, that's balls. You've had 9 months, 8 months, you haven't contacted me even once. And now you want to come on my channel and have me expose things that I don't want to expose? That's balls, boy. You're trying to fuck me up is what you're trying to do. Either intentionally or inadvertently fuck me up. I don't need that kind of shit on my channel. Now, I'll go to my other YouTube channel and I'll give you the link for George Herbert Walker Bush selling the United States of America and its legal system to the Talmud Jews on March 6th, 7th, and 8th of 1991. And he sold it to specifically Rabbi Jew Shearson, Shearson. You could look up Shearson, Rabbi Shearson, Shearson, 1991, March, and it'll come right up. But I'll give it to you anyway, because I'm going to see if I can go to my other channel and get you that link, which I think I can without destroying my live stream on and I will prove to you that I've never lied to you people about this. This shit is real. The United States of America is no longer under the control of the Congress and the United States Senate and or whatever else runs the United States judiciary. It's no longer there. It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It's been gone for 20 years now. 20 years they sold the Constitution of the United States away to the Talmud Jews. 20 years. You think I'm kidding you, but I'm not kidding you. It takes me a while to get in here because I have to put son of a gun, I have to put my, I don't have my actual passwords in my password, actual passwords in my password leaflet. I have something close, but not exact. So let's go to here, and I'm gonna go Secrets of the Dollar videos, and then yeah, that's another thing. YouTube is destroying my view counts. I put up a perfect, you pieces of shit out there in YouTube, and that includes Roberto and Dave and all your fucking friends. You guys are a bunch of shit healers. I put out a perfectly good video, and you ignore it like it's not even on YouTube. This is what I mean about two-faced backstabbing scum shots on YouTube. Roberto, Popeye, Dave, Fat Kevin, Big Fat Kevin, and all your other pieces of shit friends. You see a perfectly normal video on my channel of deep diving, wreck diving. No, there's no words in the video at all except describing the diving content. You don't come to my channel. You don't watch my video. If you do, you give it a thumbs down. You don't comment, nice video, FAZIO, nothing like that. And you pieces of shit, you want to come on my channel and then invite me onto your channel so that you can have your fucking low-class friends snipe me on your channel? I don't think so. And that's how I know you guys are a bunch of backstabbing bastards. All of you. What is wrong with the video that I posted going down 33 meters? No words in the video, except to describe the wreck I was going to dive. Real man shit that real men do for a real life. But you're a coward, Roberto. You are a coward. You're afraid to come on my channel and leave a nice comment. It's because your piece of shit friend Dave will be mad at you. Or Popeye will be mad at you. Or whatever other piece of shit friends that you have. So you ignore my perfectly, and then my video gets, in 24 hours, it gets 90 views. Because the pieces of shit like you who'll come to my channel, you won't watch my shit at all or leave a thumbs down. I have more thumbs down than thumbs up on a normal, everyday, alpha male or actual real adventure video because of pieces of shit like you and your friends. And then you come on my channel and then try to door stabbed me in the back by getting me to post information that shouldn't be posted on my channel. And you go about it in a backstabbing way, asking Jack to post it, hoping that Jack will make a mistake. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. In fact, don't contact me for anybody's channel. Stick it up where the sun doesn't shine, Roberto. You and your piece of shit friend Dave, backstabbing, lying, two-faced coward is what he is. It's what he is. I mean, it is what he is. He made a promise, made a promise, and then he turned it around on me. What are you breaking my balls for that information for? Well, because you promised me the information. Never gave me the information, and then said he never told me he was going to give it to me. He's a liar, he's a backstabber, and he's your friend, which makes you in the same category. Stay off my channel, and don't ask my friends for any information. This is an alpha male channel. If you don't have the balls to come to my video and say what a great video it is, or if you're not interested enough in watching any of my normal videos and making a comment, which you're not, then stay the fuck off my channel. Who needs you? Now, of course, we have the creep who's going to come on and say, oh, another victory for him. I'm fighting with Roberto. I don't know who the fuck I'm fighting with, and I don't care. Because on chat, you can never bring it back to the person's channel. I'm just going under the assumption it really is Roberto, and I don't want you on my damn channel because you've ignored 75 videos I've posted on YouTube in the last 9 months. You've ignored my live streams. You've ignored my comments. You've ignored me altogether. And now you want to come on and sabotage my live stream because you're a piece of shit and you know how to sabotage a live stream. Okay, there we go. Is that clear? I think it should be clear. And of course, the creep will say, another victory. Victory for the creep. Anything that destroys anybody in any way, shape, or form is a victory for the creep. Now let's get on to what Jack Thompson says about the creep as soon as I get that video up for you. Jeorge. Bush, B-U-S-H. Okay, this is the video. Now, I'll give you on my Alpha Male channel, I'm going to give you the link that the Noahide laws passed by Congress, 1991, death by guillotine. And here's the link, baby. So whether you want to ignore that I've been telling you the truth, years now I've had this posted. For 10 years, I've had this information posted. It got removed from my first channel because the channel got taken down. But that video that you're going to see up is 10 years old. Now, I'm also going to give you the name of the video and the link. And you're going to see that not only was my words, I wouldn't call them prophetic, because I read it from documents that were written by the United States government. I would call it pertinent to the United States Constitution. I wouldn't call it it wasn't a psychic experience or anything like that, although psychic experiences brought me to the understanding that the United States government was going to do this New World Order thing back in the 1980s. I had this figured out. Started talking about it in 1999 when I first started my first channel, and never stopped talking about it indirectly on my other channel. That's why I have two channels. One is an alpha male channel, for alpha males, not somebody to snipe somebody else's channel from behind their back, either intentionally or indirectly. Roberto, you should know better. If it is Roberto, you should know better than to have me post personal information about somebody else on my channel. Red Tonto is right. Motherfucker is the head of one of the heads of the troll army. That's 100% true. Okay, I'm going back to my channel. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm back. I even go so far as to not giving a shit that YouTube, that YouTube doesn't give me any view counts anymore because of you pieces of shit. Like Dave Phelps, who used to be a little bit friendly with me, Popeye, Roberto, Jeff Swift. None of you come to my channel and say, nice video, FAZIO. For lots of reasons. One, I wouldn't say you're jealous of me, but you're certainly jealous of my talents and what I've accomplished in my short lifetime. So none of you have. Well, Roberto owns a couple of boats, and that's a big accomplishment. Owning a boat is a big thing. But you got that other piece of shit, Dave. Where is his accomplishment? What is his big accomplishment in life? Where are pictures of anything he's done? Where is any proof to back up anything he's ever said? He's a liar. Popeye is just a bullshit artist still talking about shit that happened in the 1970s. And Big Cabin? Big Cabin is a done and over topic in my life. He's really... I don't feel sorry for him at all because he still lets people talk shit behind my back, and he still does it. Even though he's going to make a comment one day, I'm going to go back to my other channel and go all in on him. It's going to happen. He just thinks that first of all, there's something wrong with him inside his head. We all know that. And based on the chemicals that he takes on any given day, he's either able to focus, quasi-focused, or not able to focus on reality. I cut him a little slack for that, but it doesn't change the fact that he knows better, and he still allows it because he thinks it's funny. Well, does anybody think it's funny that he got smacked in the head with a bolo? I don't think that's funny, but other people think it's funny, but I wouldn't let them say it on my channel. I would not let people talk shit like that on my channel. But Big Kevin does let people talk shit like that on his channel because he's fucked up in the head from those chemicals that he takes. Make no fucking bones about it. That man has some serious chemical imbalances going on up there. Now we got to talk about Jack Thompson, because Jack Thompson is, he has given me a lot of information today, and he's becoming a real powerhouse in the information highway. The information internet highway. Jack Thompson is the shit that Jack Thompson knows. For instance, let me give you one for instance to start this off with. Jack Thompson told me this morning that he knows. Now, I don't know how he knows, and I'm not sure I want to know how he knows. But Jack Thompson is... All right, Jack. If you insist. Jack Thompson, he knows. Well, I got to get to my notes. I don't want to miss this. Jack Thompson, 100 so-called facts by Jack Thompson. What we have learned about the various creeps on YouTube in the last 30 days by Jack Thompson, including the LBRTQ STVV, community. And their president, a.k.a. 007 slob / coward / liar, and the vice president, a.k.a. the sniveling shut-in, Rich, vice president of the LGBTQ TTTRSTUV community. And in real life, neither one of them are tough guys, but they got big mouths, and their mouths write checks they can't keep. Their bodies can't cash. Now here is a sample of what we've learned by Jack Thompson. Now I want this should put a smile on your face, because this shit, get this, this shit is information you can't get anywhere else but on my channel. Here it comes. Here it comes. Jack, you are fucked up. Okay, here is a sample. Jack Thompson says, there is one creep on YouTube, sniveling, sniving creep on YouTube, that is building an Alaskan pipeline. I can't even tell you what that is. Jack Thompson somehow knows this, and we don't want to know where Jack Thompson gets this information from. Jack Thompson knows that there's a creep on YouTube building an Alaskan pipeline. God, Jack, that was some crazy information you gave me this morning. I don't even know if I believe it. Now, Jack Thompson also knows the law. The tenant-landlord laws. And this month, Jack's words of wisdom is that the creeper, YouTube's biggest sniveling, sniving creep, is not winning when it comes to his tenant-landlord relationships. In fact, he lost ground, and he's lying that he's winning and that he'll come out on top, unless he uses the Alaskan pipeline itself. He'd probably be on the bottom of this tenant-landlord relationship deal. Now, Jack Thompson also, from research that Jack Thompson has done, Jack Thompson knows, I don't know how Jack Thompson knows this, and it's not provable, so we have to put the pot down. Disclaimer! Disclaimer! Jack Thompson somehow knows, and I don't know how he knows this, that the creep... Okay, we're back. We're back. What happened was we had a mini blackout, even for 1 minute, when we lost the internet. Even though I have battery backup for the internet was shut down at the main terminal for a minute. We're going to go back to talking about that piece of shit, Roberto. That's who we're going to talk about. And the sneaky thing he just tried to do. And the fact that he did this once before, and I just remembered when the internet went off exactly what he did and the aggravation that it cost me. You're a piece of garbage, Roberto. You are a piece of garbage. Don't make any mistake about it. You did this to me, you son of a bitch. You did it on purpose, too. We're going to wait a few more minutes, and we're going to talk about Roberto and the sneaky, backstabbing, bastardly thing he did to my channel about 2 years ago. And while the internet was shut off, I remember it clear as day. What was said, who it was said to, how I gave him a video, and what he did with the video, and then what happened only 15 minutes after he got the video. That piece of garbage, Roberto. He is a piece of garbage. And this is why I told Jack, don't give him any personal information about anybody's channel. Jack, listen to me carefully. And any of my other wrenches. I'm going to go back to YouTube because it's back on. I'm going to refresh the page so I can see what's going on. Okay, we're back. Okay, let me tell you what that piece of garbage Roberto did. The real Roberto. Whether or not this piece of garbage that was asking, I'll tell you why this piece of garbage was asking for the name of other people's channels. Let me tell you, to you people out there that don't understand the rules, if Jack would have posted the real name of any creep or the slob or anything like that, then you could flag the channel for posting someone else's name or channel. This piece of shit rule that YouTube has allowed Roberto to do this exact thing to me on purpose with his scumbaggery group of friends on Discord 2 years ago. And I'm going to tell you what that is in a minute. I probably have the video recorded somewhere, but I'm not going to give you the name of the video. So I'll give you the backstory what this scumbaggery channel, aka Up in Your Geek, did to me on purpose. We were sharing videos about other people that we had arguments with on YouTube, right? That's factual. Roberto was sending me videos, and I was sending him videos. And I made the mistake of putting a blogger's name in the title of a video that I gave to him as unlisted. Unlisted, okay? Not private, unlisted. That son of a bitch, and I mean son of a bitch, Roberto, what he did with that video was now, that video I gave him had maybe one view. I made the video, and I had the view that when I watched it. When I gave it to Roberto, it had maybe 2 views. All of a sudden, I give him the video, and I was on my videos page, and I looked because it was the top video that I just had made, and it had a blogger's name in it. All of a sudden, I look at the video, and when I refreshed the page, it had like 20 views. And I'm going, well, how could this be? It's private. I only gave it to Roberto. That son of a bitch, lying, backstabbing piece of crap, took my video, posted it on either social media public as a link that would get you to the video, or posted it to his Discord members. And this, let's say I gave him the video at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. At 12:05, the video had 20 views. I'm going, wow, who the hell is watching this video? I only gave it to one person. At like 12:10, the video had about 30 views. And I said, there's something wrong here. And I made the video private. At 12:20, I got a strike. Even though I gave Roberto the video as unlisted, he published it. He published the unlisted link as public on his channel or in his Discord server, and then everybody in his Discord server, including the bitch that was in the title of the video, flagged my video, and I got a strike. That's why you don't give out people's personal information in channel links or in the chat window, Jack, and anybody else that's here. And that's what that piece of garbage, Roberto, did to me 2 years ago. So for 90 days, I had a strike. I think that was my last strike. But he did that on purpose. That video went to his fucking email as a private email between him and I, which, of course, he has the right to make public. And he did. And he got me a strike on purpose because I talked bad about his piece of shit friend, Dave. Hey, Roberto, how do you like me now that I've exposed one of your tricks of the trade? Don't contact me anymore, Roberto, at all. For any fucking reason. I don't care what the reason is. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, that's what he did. Now, getting back to Jack Thompson, because he's a freaking wealth of information. There's so much shit that Jack told me. Jack Thompson has about 50 pieces of information he wants to share with you this morning. Okay, and a lot of it's about the LBRT as in Thomas Q community. The LBRT as in Thomas Q community. Its president, a.k.a. 007 Slob, and its vice president, a.k.a. the sniveling rat bastard Rich, as the vice president. Coward. Okay. These are the things that the A Sniveling Creeper has exposed on YouTube. Number one says Jack Thompson, the Sniveling Creeper, whoever that is, can't pay his high-priced lawyer or fired his high-priced lawyer, or his high-priced lawyer quit because he can't pay his high-priced lawyer, says Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson is now an expert on tenant law. Jack Thompson says a sniveling creeper cannot handle the simple task of being a landlord and has to fight with everyone that comes into his house, says Jack Thompson. Now, a sniveling creeper is probably getting laughed at, according to Jack Thompson says, because the sniveling creeper believes that he is going to come out on top when, in fact, Jack Thompson says the sniveling creeper will be on the bottom, with or without the Alaskan pipeline, says Jack Thompson. The sniveling creeper wants to try to frame his shortcomings as success. Now, Jack Thompson says the sniveling creeper is broke, and I don't know how Jack knows, but apparently Jack got his information from someplace that I don't know where he got it from. But I will tell you that the sniveling creeper has accused me of doing things of which there is no proof because I'm not involved with those things that the sniveling creeper has accused me of. There's no electronic signature, no email, no physical snail mail, no communication through email in any way, shape, or form that connects me with the fact that the sniveling creeper has basically had done to him what he does to other people, exposing people's weaknesses. However he can exploit those weaknesses, whether it be in a form of email like he did to Flywoods last week, or whether the sniveling creeper. Now this we have sound bites of this. It's on the DQ channel. I think it's on there. I think that's where I heard it. The sniveling creeper said, word for word, almost, I'm ad-libbing, which is not word for word, but the sniveling creeper said that he has operatives that communicated either with Daisy May directly or indirectly, and that either directly through his operatives or one of his fake channels, which is possible, I don't know which one, the sniveling creeper has operatives that have somehow communicated with Daisy May, and the sniveling creeper's operatives have asked Daisy May, either directly or indirectly, how big my Komasikiyama is. And the sniveling creeper, without proof, has confirmed that Daisy May's response was that I have a small Komasikiyama. How fucking low can you go? Well, that one went to the FBI. That one went to the FBI because that may or may not be a cybercrime, but we're going to let them look at it. It also went to an agency in the Philippines who has already classified you. Because you got to talk about men's private parts in every one of your videos. You are fucked, dude. You are fucked. How many sound bites do you have to listen to of you talking about men's penises, even just in your videos? How many fucking sound before you realize there's something fucking wrong with you in your head, dude? There's something wrong with you in your fucking head, dude. This isn't a joke anymore. You're going to take a big fucking fall really soon, dude. I am personally going to make sure that happens. I am telling you, I could give you a fucking timeline of your demise. I'm telling you that's going to happen. You think it's a big fucking joke because inside your head, even Obama said it the other day, you don't listen, dude. You have talked about every man's penis that you've ever met on YouTube and or otherwise in public. That's not normal. Obama said it. How many fucking times do you have to hear that it's not normal before you understand it's not normal? Well, when you get the notice or when they knock on your fucking door, you'll understand how abnormal it is. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Don't worry about when it's going to happen. Just understand it's going to happen. You have talked about every man's penis on YouTube. That's not fucking normal. Obama figured that out a long time ago. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. I think when Barry is not drinking, I think he's quite an intelligent guy. He leaves a conversation, gets distracted for 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, comes back, and he starts off right where he left off. Because his brain still functions normally. When he's on alcohol, not so much, but when he's straight, he's probably has a very high IQ. He can talk about a subject for a few minutes, get distracted by 3 or 4 different people, leave, come back and start right where he left off. That's intelligence. That's something you don't have. Even Barry figured it out, that talking about men's penises is not normal. Come on, dude. Now, the fact that Jack says you twisted it around, you did it. You did. And also Jack said, as Bama, the great Barry Bama said, you did this to yourself. I didn't do it to you. You peasant little man, little fella, you created the Mushroom Man song. You talked to an 8-year-old child about the size of another man's penis. You did that. I didn't do it. I will admit that you made the song up about me, but I will not admit that I have a small penis. Because, first of all, that's none of anybody's business, except you make it everybody's business. Second of all, it's not true. Third of all, it's going to put you in such a fucking world of shit. That's why I made the Mushroom Man poster. And you twisted it around inside your psychotic little brain that nothing works right inside that brain of yours. You twisted the poster around where I am the man who's singing the Mushroom Man song. No, it's not like that at all. I'm the man who you are singing the Mushroom Man song about. And because you sing the Mushroom Man song to a child, which is proven and documented on the very day you sang the song. Documented. You sang the song. You are the person who the song was documented to the first week of March. You are the person that started this by singing that song to a child. You did this to yourself. No one did this to you. You did it. I'm not the guy in handcuffs in the poster. The possibility exists that you may be in handcuffs eventually because of that song, but not me. There are 100. Well, I don't even need 100. I just need the one venue where the song was documented, the name of the song, who the song was sung to, when the song was sung, and where the song was sung from. Dude, that's documented. Just like my FAA license is documented. It's documented with mail and phone calls. Both. Internet, Skype, mail, phone calls, documented. Names, telephone numbers, documented. You're the one singing the song to a child, not me. What becomes of it, I don't know. But I am not singing the song in the poster. That's you singing the song in the poster. That's documented. You could say whatever the hell you want. You could say it was your Aunt Mary. It was still you that sang the song, not me. I never sang the song. We have videos of you admitting it was just an innocent song. It's not an innocent song when you sing the song to a child. It's not innocent anymore. It goes under a different title classification of nomenclature. Whether or not someone wants to push the issue, which I think they're gonna. I don't think the FBI is afraid of you, dude. I could be wrong, but I don't think the FBI has the same kind of fear of you as other people do. The FBI is not afraid of you, dude. If they take hold of this, and they might, Your history. Now, another thing that Jack Thompson told me, that's all that previous shit Jack Thompson told me, all of that. I'm just quoting Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson told me that Barry talked to your ex-girlfriend or slash, what the hell did he call it? Jack called it a live-in common law wife. Where do you get this shit from? Where do you pull this stuff out of? Where does it come from? The Alaskan highway? She can't be your common law wife. There's no such thing as common law in the Philippines, number one. And number two, she's still married. And number three, Jack Thompson told me that he heard Barry say that her husband is going to file charges against you when he gets back to the Philippines, when you get back to the Philippines. Now, that could mean one of two things. One thing it means is I'm out of meat. That was a good pound and a half of pork I just ate. One thing it means that when you get back to the Philippines, aside from Flywood's case against you and others, what it means when you get back to the Philippines is that there could be, on any day, not the day you get back, but on any day thereafter, there could be the husband of the woman you're living with could file charges against you for adultery. Now, I don't know that he'll do that. He may just, Barry, the way Barry explained it, and I heard it, Jack gave me the video where to go listen to it. I heard Barry say that the husband may file charges against you for adultery, and that he'll have you arrested, and then the only way for you to get out of jail is for you to give him money. And I think that's how it works here. I'm not sure. I've read about it. Being with a married woman, if the husband files charges against you, you get arrested, and then the way you get out of jail is to give the husband what he asks for, whatever it is. Whatever it is. So it could be an agreement that you don't sleep with his ex-wife anymore. Could be you're going to go to jail. But Barry doesn't, it just doesn't appear that Barry's lying about that. It just doesn't, the way he said it in multiple videos. And if he's telling the truth and you come back to the Philippines, you're screwed a different way from Sunday. You're just screwed in general. You're going to be screwed more than you could possibly imagine coming up shortly. It's all going to happen. It's all going to happen. Now let's see what else Jack Thompson has to say. Oh, Jack Thompson said that you spoke with your tenant's husband, breaking the TRO, if Jack is correct. And that you and her husband decided that the woman who took you to court, or you took to court, is a bitch. Hey, dude, that's online harassment because you made a video saying that. Yeah, you made a video agreeing with the woman's husband, if that's true, that she's a bitch. That's online harassment. That's a cybercrime. And it's in America. So it's under the jurisdiction of the FBI. No longer is it under the jurisdiction of an agency in the Philippines. You called the woman a bitch. You called her a professional renter. You called him a professional renter. That's slander. That's the malignment of character. That's destruction of someone's persona. You did that. And they have it. They have it as part of what I told you last week as a material repository. Material repository. It's a place where information is stored. Whatever that information is, that piece of information went into a material repository with your name on it. And the same way you data mined, if this is true, Daisy May's friends to find out how big my Komasikiyama is, and you posted it publicly on YouTube, what you believed it to be the truth, that information goes into the repository too, with the video and the timestamp on the video clip, as a document to what's going on inside your brain that doesn't work right. Who would go to a Facebook page via a friend or a friend of a friend to find out the size of another man's penis? Only you would do that. Only you have claimed to do that. In 11 years I'm on YouTube. Only you are the only person that's ever claimed to go data mine how big other people's penises are. You are fucked in the head. And Barry Jordan was right. The great Barry Jordan. Oh, you have befriended befriended and passed the golden baton / torch over to two high-ranking members of the LRBTQCSTRV community, aka the president of the LRBTQSTRVU community and the vice president, that sniveling bitch Richie, coward, the vice president of the LLRBCQ community. You have passed the baton on to them and asked them to continue where you left off, abusing Michael FAZIO and Barry Jordan. How fucked up is that? That you should have to pass the golden baton onto two sniveling cowards, liars, backstabbing pieces of crap, who are the president and vice president of the LGBTQRSTUV community. How fucked up is that? That you're reaching out to these weird organizations that no one's ever heard of to ask them for help to abuse me and Barry Jordan. How fucked up in the head are you, dude? Now, let's see what we got here. He says he's not afraid of getting arrested for living with a married woman. And it's his common law wife. So now he has changed the laws of the Philippines. This sniveling coward creep, says Jack Thompson, has changed the laws in the Philippines. Very nice. He also stated that if he ever met Barry Jordan, he would put lit cigarette butts up Barry Jordan's nose. You're a sadistic little man, little fella. You're a sadistic little man, little fella. You're a sadistic little man, little fella. Oh, he talks about my friend Billy Sharkey. Let me tell you a story about Billy. I'll tell you a lot of stories about Billy Sharkey. All right? Some of what you said last week is true. That's true. And some of what you read about Billy Sharkey online is true, but not all of it. And I knew Billy Sharkey since I was 7 years old. So because he was my friend at the age of 7, and he stayed across the street with a neighbor that lives 100 feet away, and my dad and my neighbor and my neighbor's father were friends since birth. So this is family now you're talking about. Not me and Billy, but my friend from across the street was my father's friend since birth, where we grew up in Howard Beach. So Billy family was also part of the community. So I was friends with Billy from the age of 7. What Billy did when he was in his 20s has nothing to do with me. But besides that, you don't know, and no one knows, and I do know the story behind the truth of why Billy went to jail. Billy went to jail because he wouldn't rat out his friend. And his friend went to jail because he wouldn't rat out Billy. Neither one of them would give the DA what the DA wanted. One person ratting the other person out. So they both went to jail for 10 years. That's true. But not for the reason you said. No one's ever proven that Bill Sharkey killed anybody. So you sniveling, backstabbing bastard, coward, piece of garbage that you are. You get every story just a little wrong or a little right, but never the actual facts. And I could tell you the actual facts, which is 30 years after the fact, 40 years after the fact, 50, almost 50 years after the fact. I could tell you the true story. Who would believe me and who would care? But here's my point, that Jack Thompson brought up this point as well. The sniveling coward, the little creepy little bastard that he is. He talks about crushing people's heads with rocks, bashing people's brains in with golf clubs and baseball bats, and yet when somebody from 40 years ago killed somebody, and I happen to have been friends with them since the age of 7, I'm the bad guy. But he's allowed to talk about crushing people's heads with rocks. Where does any of that make sense? It doesn't. The sniveling coward just is that, a sniveling coward. He's talks about bashing people's heads in and crushing their heads with rocks, but then he gets upset that someone like myself knows somebody that killed somebody. Did I kill the guy? No. Was I there? No. Did I even know the guy? I don't even remember if I knew the guy. Do I know why it happened? Not exactly. But I'm somehow part of some sort of murderous club because my friend killed somebody. Let me tell you, you sniveling rat bastard, coward that you are. If I grew up in Howard Beach, and I did, and I disowned or disassociated myself from every person I knew or believed killed somebody, there would be nobody left to talk to. I wouldn't be able to work for anybody because half the people I worked for were accused of crimes like that. And I don't know whether they did it or not. I don't care. I'm just doing work for them. You think their fucking lawyer cares whether they did it or not? The lawyer's just doing their job. You think that their neighbors give a fuck? Hell no, the neighbors don't give a fuck what they did. They did it to somebody that they don't even know, and if they knew the guy, well, you know, that's too bad. But that's what they've been accused of. But you sniveling bastard, you make it personal between everybody. You're a sniveling coward, dude. Get it through your fucking head. It's all, the house of cards that you have built around you is about ready to collapse. The fact that Jack Thompson told me you didn't pay your lawyer, how does Jack know that? How the fuck does Jack know that? That's what I want to know. The fact that Jack Thompson told me not only didn't you pay your lawyer, but you have no money in the bank, how does Jack know this? Jack has fucking feelers out there, man. He's got connections. I don't know how much longer I could go on. I don't even know how much more I got. Oh shit, let's see. Halfway through. Yeah, the fact that you sang a song, a Mushroom Man song, and you admitted it, and then you tell me that your lawyer, and you tell everybody that your lawyer called it a misdemeanor, that it's only a minor infraction of the law. Dude, that is not a minor infraction of the law if you broke a TRO. If you broke a TRO. If you broke a TRO, that's not a minor infraction. It's a major infraction. You can go to jail for that. But you should talk to your lawyer about that. But then again, you don't have a lawyer because you didn't pay your lawyer, according to Jack Thompson. Shit. See this catch-22 you got? You need a lawyer, but you didn't pay a lawyer, so you don't have a lawyer, according to Jack Thompson. And, you ratted out Barry to his landlord? Barry said that backfired. You said you ratted out Barry to the mayor, but Barry said the mayor doesn't know who the hell you are. You emailed the man that was going to interview Flywoods and destroyed his interview, according to Flywoods. This is one of my favorites. Jack Thompson. This is a piece of information. I don't know, Jack. I don't know. I don't know where you got this information from. But Jack Thompson said that the sniveling little coward has become an expert on flaccid cocks. That's what Jack said. I quote, flaccid cocks. We'll use the word penis from now on. Jack said you have become an expert, and Jack said in one of your uploads, you described how long a flaccid penis should be. Where does the sickness end inside your brain? Now you have researched how long a man's penis should be in a state of rest, is what Jack Thompson said. What do you do in the morning? You wake up and you take let me take this stupid sick pill. This stupid pill that'll make my brain sicker than it was the day before. And say, what sick thing can I talk about today? And you look up how long flaccid penises should be. And then you compare flaccid penises with people on YouTube. What's wrong with you? You're such a piece of crap. Not just my opinion. The opinion of multiple people. We're going to bang a pot in honor of your sickness. You are one sick little man. Jack Thompson, thank you for the information. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jack Thompson. You're a wealth of information, Jack. Between the building of the Alaskan pipeline and how long flaccid penises should be, Jack Thompson, you have outdone yourself today. Multitudes of powers. I don't know. I've never heard such crazy shit in my life. But if that's what you want to hear. Jack is a big contributor to this. Mostly, he's a fucking wealth of information. Oh yeah, the last thing I think I'm going to talk about is flyers and evictions. So we have the little creepy little bastard is happy that he got his tenants evicted because they didn't pay rent, to be fair. And they should get evicted because they didn't pay rent. That I'll agree with. But I'm sure his tenants even agree to that. Because legally, Jack knows the law, and Jack said there's no ruling, no law that says you don't have to pay rent if you don't like your landlord. That's not in the landlord-tenant agreement law. So he's right on that. But he's also jumping the gun when he said the tenants are going to owe him 3 or 4 months rent and $25 a day late fee. He's jumping the gun on that because the judge hasn't awarded him that yet. He may get awarded that. It might happen. But he's already posting and breaking the TRO while posting that the tenants are the dregs of society, owe him tons of cash, and he's boasting that he will stop the tenants from ever buying a house again unless they pay him a large sum of money. And of course that goes under the heading of extortion, and if the judge hears about that, he's going to get an extortion charge thrown on his TRO. That's a fact. And then the last thing we'll talk about is he has slandered his tenants so they can't get a loan, which is part of previous said nonsense. He said his tenants are pigs. He said his tenants are pigs, and the only person that lives In more squalor than his tenants, in more swill, is FAZIO. That's what he said, word for word, verbatim. And that is slander, by the way. That's the maligning of character and slander. Don't you have a case against somebody for the same reason that you just posted against your tenants? Slander and maligning of character? I think you do. And we're all waiting for the outcome of that trial. Now, one thing I don't agree with, and he can't prove, and I'm going to be adamant about this, I'm notifying the FBI. And in all likelihood, I'll send out a memo this week. You blamed me for flyers and posters and thumb drives that went out to your neighbors with no proof. That's slander and maligning of my character. Now, I know that it's above and beyond the call to notify the FBI, but it doesn't seem like anybody else is doing anything. So I just want to make a note in the history books to make it noted. At least I'll have an email to the Hawaii FBI department that you called me. You said I was involved with handing out flyers, or I gave your tenants information that they put on flyers, and you said I had something to do with thumb drives that were sent to your house. Dude, you're a fucking liar. That's what you are, a fucking straight up and down liar. Let me tell you why you're a fucking liar. Number one, I told you weeks before the flyers and the thumb drives went out, or before anybody saw them, or before anybody made note of them. I told you weeks before, someone sent me a notice, plural, in my YouTube account that they were doing that. Now, I took it went in my spam box. I didn't see it for a couple of weeks, and I didn't pay any attention to it because it was spam. Who was going to believe that somebody would go through the trouble of sending out flyers and thumb drives to your neighbors? I didn't believe it, but I told you that it might happen. So did I say it? Absolutely, I said it. Do I know who did it? Absolutely not. I don't know who did it. Did I know who was going to do it? No, I didn't know. Did I help with the information? Fuck no. They got all that information from YouTube, from your videos. Don't blame that shit on me. And as far as when it happened, and I said, see, I told you that was going to happen. Yeah, I said that. Because somebody sent me that kind. People send me that kind of shit every day. I don't listen to it. It's bullshit. That one turned out to be true. Somebody spent a lot of money and a lot of effort and posted shit from another country that you can't bring back to me. I will give my fucking computer to the FBI. You can hear, they already have my computer if they want it. They just push a button and they could see every email I ever posted in my life. I don't give a fuck if the FBI asks me for permission from my computer. Have at it, motherfucker. What do I care? There's nothing in my computer that would be of any interest to the FBI. I don't even have porno on my computer. Okay? I don't even have pictures of overaged women on my computer. Nothing is on my computer. Not a fucking thing. They can have my computer. I'll give them the fucking computer. Tell them to send one of their agents to my apartment here. I give them the computer for a forensic search. Fuck you, that you're going to bring that back to me. Fuck you where you breathe. You can't bring anything back to me. It wasn't me, so I don't have to worry about it. And the last thing I want to talk about is how you make this shit up. That it's going to come back to me with the flyers. Can't. Impossible. Not possible. I just want you to know that when it appears in a court record that you're blaming me. It's not me. Without any proof or accusation. It's not me. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen in the United States, it'll happen here in the Philippines. So I just want you to be aware of that. You're a lying piece of shit. I never sent any flyers. I never sent the information for any flyers. And I didn't have contact with your fucking tenants until after that happened. And did I have contact with them? Yeah, I did. I'm entitled to talk to whoever the fuck I want, anywhere in the world. And if your tenants wanted information from me and they asked me for it and I had it, I'd be happy to give it to them. I'm not afraid of you, you punk-ass little creep. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of the fucking responsibility of knowing your tenants. Your tenants have the right, the legal right to ask for information about anybody they have a case against or a future case to build up a case. They have that right as American citizens. Fuck you where you breathe. I've told you this before. No one broke any laws by talking to your tenants. No one broke any laws by talking to your tenants. Take that to your ex-high-priced lawyer that you couldn't afford to pay and you either fired him or he quit. Take that to your fucking high-priced attorney. Piece of shit. Making the shit up as you go along. And I'm going to go back to my YouTube channel. Oh, yeah. You said there's no proof at all of anything that you slandered your tenants. Get the fuck out of here. You're kidding, right? Get the fuck out of here. You're kidding, right? There's no posts anywhere on the internet slandering your tenants? Come on. You know about those advertisements you put up calling your tenants deadbeats and professional renters. You know about that shit. And so does the FBI. I made sure of that. See, even if they don't respond, or even if they respond and note that I sent them information, they have a record of it. You see? See how that works? The same way you go around posting shit that's lies, I can give them the date that the post was made on the internet, the slander that was involved in the post, the names of the people that were slandered and maligned, and the date it was posted, and the date it was taken down. See, all that shit's public record. Just like public record. You fucked up, dude. You fucked up. Let me tell you something about your fucking high-priced lawyer. Your lawyer's going to say anything that he thinks you want to hear, so he'll get paid. Oh, by the way, can you, in your next video, can you confirm whether you fired the lawyer, whether he quit, whether he demanded payment due, and you had it or didn't have it, or gave it to him or didn't? Can you clarify that you absolutely don't owe your lawyer any money? Would you please clarify that you've paid the lawyer in full? And then clarify whether the lawyer's going to continue from here on and back in December, or are you getting a different lawyer? Can you clarify those pieces of information? Because I can't get a fucking clarification on that. And there have been people that have called up and they can't get a clarification on it either. It's personal information that has to do with case history. I didn't do it. There were no phone calls coming from me to American lawyers. None at all. But other people have researched that and they just can't be. We need you to clarify that. Is your lawyer still on a retainer? Did you pay the lawyer? Is he gonna represent December? Did you tell him to go fuck himself? He's not gonna get paid. Did you tell him you can't pay him? You'll pay him later. Thanks for your time. Can you clarify all of that shit for us? Because we're in the lurch here about that. We don't know, and there are inquiring minds. So with that, my live stream is just about over now. Couple hours, 3 hours, we're done. Oh, yeah, the creep, says Jack Thompson. He knows more than his legal representation. Yeah, the creep said that it's a misdemeanor talking to an 8-year-old boy about a man's pee-pee. It's only a misdemeanor. I got news for you. I've read every jurisdictional paper on sexual online content. It's not a misdemeanor. It's not a misdemeanor. It might be a mister with a minor, but it's not a misdemeanor. Minor. It's not that. It's definitely a mister with a minor in a room that you didn't have permission to be in the room with, by the way. Or if you did, I can't find it. I looked online. Did the creep have permission to be in a room with a child to sing the Mushroom Man song too? I Googled that. Nothing comes up. So, do you have proof? I mean, is it in writing that you had permission to talk to an 8-year-old child about another man's pee-pee? Barry Jordan says you don't have permission, and Jack Thompson said you didn't have permission, and I don't think you had permission, but can you give us permission slips with writing and dated and notarized, by the way, that you had permission to talk to an 8-year-old child about a man's pee-pee? Can you give us permission on that, please? Can you get us fucking clarification on that? Jack Thompson says he's researched the lawyer's background. It's disturbing. Yeah, I know. I've heard stories about that as well. I've never actually read all the shit about the lawyer. I started reading. DQ had something up on his channel. I started reading it and started laughing. Because who the fuck would hire a lawyer with a criminal background like that? But I digress. For now, I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for stopping by. And next week, now I don't know if the girls are coming back next week, what day, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. If any of them or all of them are free. They said they'll come back and we'll have another live stream, and I'm going to do interviews with the girls, what it was like to grow up in a rice field, a family that grows rice. And then her family is putting several people at once through college, and she's helping with the money. Good girls, man. Not that shit. The slob, a.k.a. 007 slob / coward / liar. Not the kind of shit he hangs out with. I gotta tell you, these were good girls. And I knew they had boyfriends before I asked them out for lunch. And I didn't care. I just wanted to show the YouTube community that there are some decent girls in the Philippines, and I will go so far as to say not many. But I found two and was happy to take them out for a nice lunch. And at the end of the lunch, they even offered to pay for their own meals, which I refused. These are good, hardworking, honorable girls. And I wanted to show people that there are still women like this in the Philippines. Not for me. Neither one of them, well, they're 23 and 24 years old when I met them. I had no interest in that. And they both said they had boyfriends, so I have no interest in that. But they're going to come back, hopefully with the third person. Ariana, Jessa, and Honey Lynn will come back, and we'll have a nice 4-hour live stream with them, and we'll be able to ask them questions about what it was like growing up in the province. And riding caribou, slaughtering pigs, hogs, chickens, goats. The slaughtering of the goat. I got to get that girl on camera. The way she did it, it's an amazing thing. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the thumbs up. And again, if I told you to stay the fuck off my channel, I meant it. You piece of shit. You tried to trick Jack Thompson into giving out a piece of personal information that could get my channel struck. The same fucking way you did 2 years ago by posting a video I sent you as unlisted, you piece of shit. Then you gave it to your friends in Discord and they made it public, or vice versa. And then within 20 minutes, I got a strike on my channel. You knew that was going to happen, you piece of shit. And that video was only between me and you piece of shit. And you did that on purpose. Never apologized for it. And I told you I got a strike because of it. And you just ignored the comment. And what's it now? 2 years since we spoke because of that? At least, yeah? Fuck you. Trying to trick Jack Thompson. And your piece of shit friend Dave. Fuck you both. And your piece of shit friend Popeye. And your piece of shit friend Big Cabin. Fuck you all. You all see me post a fucking smoking video about a 110-foot super dive, deep diving in the Philippines, and not one of you fucking cowards got the balls to come on and say, nice video, Fazio. Instead, I get thumbs down. When I shouldn't get any thumbs down, the video should have 1,000 views on it in a few hours. But YouTube and their algorithms, because of scumbags like you that give me thumbs down, the videos go nowhere. But I'll keep posting them because I don't care about the thumbs down. I'm going to make my money a completely different way. Have a nice day, everybody. Thanks very much for stopping by. From Mr. Congeniality himself, Michael Fazio. Because I'm the nicest guy I know. Ask me, mofo, I'll tell you. I come with my own references. Jack Thompson says, hey, Mike, thanks for mentioning my name 37 times. I suppose it could have been worse. I'm not talking about you, Jack. That's not you I'm talking about. What the hell are you talking about? I never mentioned your name once. Let's clarify this right now. This is bullshit. Don't blame me for stuff that ain't true, Jack. I don't like that at all. This is the guy I'm talking about. This is the guy I'm talking about. This is the fucking guy who gave me the information. Is this you? This is not you. You're a different spelling. You're a different person. This is Jack Thompson from bumfuck nowhere, Iowa. Bumfuck Iowa. No. Thanks for being my wrench today, Jack. Yeah, you're not. You spell your name Thousman. You don't spell your name like that. That's not you I'm talking about. Don't lie. Don't be a little fella. I love you, Jack. I love our conversations, but I can't give you credit for today's information. Sorry. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, I am... Thank you very much, Canoy in the Philippines. And Frank Rizzo, thank you. Look, Frank, I don't know who you are, man. And I don't respond to your comments. I see a comment from you, but you put PH in quotes. What the fuck is that supposed to mean exactly? What the fuck is that supposed to mean exactly? Come on, man. Either write sentences or get the fuck off my channel. Write in at least short sentences so I understand what the fuck the question is. Is that too much to ask of you fucking geniuses on YouTube? Apparently it is. All right, then. Umping Permi, of course, which means take care always. And I'll probably be posting some more alpha male videos, which will get more thumbs down than thumbs up because most of you are soy boys. I don't give a fuck. If you don't have videos on your page or you don't have some kind of content that's worth reviewing and watching, I don't want you commenting on my page. I really don't. I don't give a fuck if you've had a channel for 12 years or 10 years or 15. I don't give a fuck. I don't want you on my channel unless you have viable content we can review to see what kind of man you are. Real man. And if you want to ask me a fucking question and you want to come on my channel, that's what the super chat button is for. No one uses it, that's fine. Don't expect me to answer some stupid question from somebody I don't know and waste my time for free. My time is valuable. The only reason why I'm here is because it's rained 9 out of the last 12 days, including today, up until an hour ago. So, adios, assholes. From Michael FAZIO in the Philippines, baby. Uh-oh. Where are we? We lost it. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm on that. And give me 5 minutes, Jack. I want to drink some water and I want to take a pill. Give me 5 minutes. For the Del Fuego. 4 gulps and 7 bubbles, baby. The Del Fuego is gone, but not forgotten. Have a nice day, Scott. Have a nice day, Jack. And fuck Roberto and his fucking crew coming on and trying to trick me into giving personal information out in the chat window of a live stream, and then I will get striked for it. Fuck you for trying to do that. Intentionally or stupidly, either way, I would be the one that suffered. Fuck you and your tricks. You already pulled that trick on me once. It ain't gonna happen again. I'm Pink Permy from the Philippines, baby. That's right. Bye-bye for now.